What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the video. This is a little bit of a different video. Obviously, I never ever film content like this. I haven't in a very long time, but today we're doing something a lot of you guys asked me to do. As you know, I am a PT enthusiast. I own technically 3 right now, and I've worked on them a lot over the past like 3.5 years since I bought my PT GT, and I plan to do a lot more in the future. Even though they're such a hated car, I've just found something in them, I guess, and they're just my thing. It's a little bit of a wild style, obviously, and it's not going to be everybody's thing, but the main problem is the awful stereotype that people give these cars, and they don't give them a chance. They're actually really nice. Even though they're on a neon platform, they ride really well. The GT is basically an SRT4 in disguise, and they are super fun. They're very quick for what they are, and it's just a good platform. It's a very fun platform, and I love the style, and I'm trying to prove to the internet that you can actually build a clean PT Cruiser. My GT is stage 1 tuned, and I've done so much to that and made so many videos over the years, and now I have a 2007, the newer body style that is my daily, that I'm also going to be like completely changing the look of here in the next couple weeks as of when I'm filming this video. But anyways, that being said, if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you like PT Cruisers, or if you like cars in general, you should definitely be sure to subscribe. That's basically what we do here, and I have a lot of projects that are going to be coming very soon as well. So many of you have hit me up, sent me DMs, been commenting on my videos, and like, are you going to react to Scotty's video? Have you seen Scotty's video? You know, you should totally film a reaction. Scotty Kilmer, if you don't know who he is, you can go ahead and watch this video. I might as well link it in the description, because why not? He's not someone that I have been subscribed to. I've seen some of his videos. He's just, his kind of content, we'll just say it's not my thing, but a lot of people seem to like his videos. Obviously, he has freaking 2.9 million subscribers, and his first video right here has 11 million views, which is wild. And the thumbnails of his video just say run, run, don't, secret. I'm not here to bash on anybody. I know a lot of people have some interesting opinions of Scotty, and I'm not about to just blab mine and be a jerk. I don't really care. It's the internet. But he definitely, I'm just gonna say I gotta give it to him, because he's not afraid to stir up some controversy and share his opinion. I mean, just look at the title of this video. Like, wow, okay, 5 cars only idiots buy. This guy is definitely a, like, my impression of him is he is just the absolute most stereotypical, ornery mechanic that ever existed. As you can see, right in the thumbnail of that video, that is definitely a PT Cruiser engine bay, and him standing there all looking real cool with 300,000 views. Low-key jealous of that. Maybe I'm the one that's doing something wrong. Like, 5 cars only idiots buy, and like I saw another one. Where did it go? Like, I told you about this car, but nobody listened. There's another one, like 5 sports cars only stupid people buy, or something. Like, that's some bold statements, and I don't even have to say anything about this guy. You can tell from that what we're dealing with here. Anyways, I just want to say I'm not here to throw shade. I'm not here to cause drama. I'm just here as a guy who is really into these cars to just kind of to share my opinion on whatever gets talked about in this video, and to just kind of react to it. Just doing this for you guys, and it is what it is. If you want to see the video, you can go below, but I'm just going to show parts of it, and then we'll talk later. But let's go ahead and get into this.
Rev up your engine!
God, that's loud.
Today I'm going to talk about one of the worst cars ever made, the PT Cruiser. Now, PT stands for Personal Trans. Particular one is the 2003. And right from the gate, big mistake. Every single one of
So far, a lot of just information that we already know, but then we get into this.
And right from the gate, big mistake. Every single one of those was produced in Mexico. Now, here's why you should listen to
There are a lot of cars that were produced in Mexico. That doesn't mean a whole lot, but there's a lot of Volkswagens. People say, oh, you know, German cars, German this, German that. A lot of those cars are produced in Mexico now too, and stuff like that. So I mean, you can't say a whole lot about that. But a lot of people like to throw shade on the PTs for that reason, and it's like, why? There's so many cars that were made in Mexico. It does not matter.
the Scotty, and not to these nuts in magazines and award winners. It was acclaimed at one of the best 10 cars of the years when it first came out, and they called it the North American Car of the Year. Now, come on now. You come out with a new model. It's made in Mexico. How can you call it the Car of the Year? One of the top 10 cars. Come on.
I mean, why not? It was something different. It was a really nice car when it was new. So of course it could be named top 10. I mean, I highly doubt that they would have sold 1 million of these stupid things if it wasn't true to an extent. But it was made in Mexico. So obviously they're a bunch of nuts that give away awards, right?
We do have the advantage of hindsight. They had no idea how they were going to last. How can you call it car of the year, top 10 car? They just started making them.
I mean, they don't really care about that. Everybody knows that manufacturers don't care about that. Most of them, at least. And definitely the people that are getting out the awards aren't really thinking about that too much. It's just a car. It breaks.
Now, not being a Chrysler fan, even back in 2001, I didn't expect much from these things, but I really didn't expect them to be as bad as they came out. Let's start under the hood. Look at all the plastic crap. Yes? Plastic everywhere. It cracks. It breaks. Look at the cheap faded bumper. It's supposed to be black. Now it's white.
There's a lot of cars that have plastic. There's a lot of cars that have plastic intake manifolds. Especially new cars. Tons of cars that have plastic intake manifolds and like composite valve covers. Like, so far he's not like, this is just a dumb argument.
I'm notorious for blowing head gaskets all the time. They overheat. I'd say at least 8 out of 10 ones that come here with overheating problems. First thing I do is use my block leak test. Find out, yep, the head gasket's blowing. I say, just get rid of the car. Don't go any further.
I have not come across one that has had a head gasket problem. I am looking at these cars all the time. I've not seen one. Like, I have only heard from a couple of you guys who have had any head gasket issue. Usually any overheating issues just like fan related, which is not a big deal. I don't know what people are talking about with the head gaskets and what is up with that, because I've never seen that as a common issue. Why people claim that it's such a huge problem, because it's definitely not, especially compared to other cars. I don't know, my 3.5 years of being a part of this community, I have not seen that as a common problem. That's because Scotty over here is working on Grandma's PT Cruiser that has not been serviced in its life, like this one right here. Probably the old Geo5 yellow stuff that's been sitting in there forever is probably rotted away at it a little bit.
They look cute. That's how they sold 1.3 million of these clunkers. But man, looks can be deceiving in this case.
They look cute. It's supposed to be a little bit retro. It has Chrysler's kind of signature. Yeah, it's not supposed to be a muscle car, obviously. They're supposed to be curvy and kind of just different. And I think they did a really good job at it. I don't think that's the reason they sold 1.3 million of these. If they were that bad, you would have seen a lot of problems and you would have seen sales go like this. But that never happened.
The automatic transmissions were basically garbage. One, they could barely get out of their own way. Even though they kept trying to make the engines a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, they never were all that fast. But Americans mainly drive automatic transmission. In this car, man, it had one clunker transmission.
I will admit, the 41 TE and the 40 TE transmission was definitely not the most efficient transmission, and it was probably a pretty big handicap for these cars as far as performance is concerned. But still, I have not heard that many stories of reliability issues with them. I've heard of some people frying them, but like, it is a 4-speed slush box, but it performs okay. There's definitely worse out there. Like I was saying, at the end of the day, this car was meant to be an economy car. It was on an economy car platform. So of course it's not going to be amazing. No economy car is. They all had these little things that could be better. They weren't, because that jacks your price up. It's very simple. Everybody knows this. This is nothing new. This is nothing PT's Cruiser specific. It's just cars.
Acceleration. They don't get very good gas mileage for a car this size either. This particular one gets in the teens in stop and go traffic. It's about 18 miles a gallon.
Probably needs a coil. Yeah, they didn't get the best miles per gallon, obviously, compared to other cars in that category of car, I guess. But especially as they get older, you have little things like, you know, they misfire, you got bed plugs and wires, little sensors. They're known for their little stuff that needs to get done, especially once you get some miles on it. That makes a significant difference, and people that take care of them, they see much better MPGs. It's really like just you not taking care of your problems that is causing it to get the same MPGs as a freaking truck. I'm gonna need a lot of coffee to get through this. Love that Bernie 2020 sticker though. Again, there's so many cars built in Mexico. It's an economy car. Why is this any different than any other economy car? I really don't understand.
And if you ever made the mistake of buying a faster one, the one that's turbocharged, whew, that just turbocharges the head gasket blowing faster. That head gasket will blow so fast with the turbocharger on them, I've seen them go as little as 40,000 miles, and there goes the engine.
Where do I start with this one? Oh, I suppose it's possible that cars have had head gaskets go as low as 40,000. It depends. But at the same time, when you're getting a turbo, you're getting an SRT4, which is that same basic motor platform, but it's completely different. It's meant for it. I know some like turbo lights were completely different. I don't know too much about them. But obviously the GT, the high output, it is an SRT4 in disguise. It is an amazing motor, highly underrated motor, highly underrated setup. Head gaskets, like, they're not that big of a problem compared to other cars, especially. They're not that common of a problem. I really don't understand what people are talking about when they say that. They're just pulling it out of their butt.
It comes back to pretty much a Chrysler paradigm. They often make good-looking cars that just fall apart. You want a lawn ornament? Hey, park it on your front lawn. It looks cool, you know. But when this thing was brand new, a base model was $3,000 more than a four-door Toyota Corolla. Yeah, back then the Corolla didn't have the cool gangster styling of this PT Cruiser, but it would run circles around one of these things. There you go, 400,000 miles or more, and this thing, sure, you're lucky to get 80 or 90 before the engine blows.
Again, just depends on what you want. Depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a extremely boring car that's going to last you forever, yeah, you buy a Toyota. Everybody knows that. If you're looking for a car that's fun, you're probably not going to buy a Toyota, are you? There's a lot of different people in the world, therefore there are a lot of different cars for the different people.
Now, this one's got 118,000 miles, and believe me, on its last legs. We'll start it up. You can hear squeaking there, and in the back, you can hear the muffler vibrating. They just had...
So, you have a squeaky serpentine belt and a muffler exhaust leak on a car with 118,000 miles. Time for the scrapyard.
Anybody in their right mind would say, this is North American Car of the Year. They got rocks in their head. At least if they were honest. No, I mean, if they're on the old payola, well, what the heck.
Bold, man. Bold. To me, this is more of just a roast than anything else. Like, just roasting because you can.
A lot of people do that these days. Old Scotty does. They tell you the truth about these things. I have no ulterior motives other than showing people what's out there, what's good.
I don't know. I think that cash money is definitely one of your motives as well, buddy.
And you can even see, look in here, it's a small engine, but there isn't much working room. And these plastic intake manifolds, they crack and warp all the time.
I will admit, they are really tight to work on. I don't know what it is about the way the front end is just shaped. It's a pain. I've never heard of one of the plastic manifolds cracking, though. I suppose they could, but, like, again, there's so many manufacturers that use plastic manifolds of some sort. It's like, how is that something to pick on?
Clunkers that break down after a short period of time. Hey, these things were made in Mexico. You think at least you'd have...
How many times has he said that now? Like, 7?
In this case, it's a truism. Marketing trumped engineering and manufacturing in these PT Cruisers. So don't be suckers.
I mean, I think there was definitely a focus on that a little bit more, and there was definitely a little bit more of a focus on the design compared to other economy platform vehicles. Yeah, you notice that a little bit, especially when you go to, like, replace your crank sensor and there's, like, not really any room because of the way the front end shaped. Yeah, I will agree with that. I will admit that. But I wouldn't say that it trumped all the quality completely. I think that these cars still, like, even though they may say all this crap about it, they're still really simple to work on compared to, like, a lot of other cars that I've worked on. For what they are, they were pretty simply built, and I really like that. And that makes them a perfect platform to have some fun with, too. So, to me, that's, like, a positive thing. And again, they were just engineered for a different kind of person than Scotty. You know, it's not a reason to talk trash.
These SUV-type vehicles, crossovers, they're so popular these days. To fail at selling a model, that tells you there were problems and problems.
It's not a crossover SUV. It's a wagon. It's a hatchback. And if you look at wagons and hatchbacks, they have really kind of phased out overall because crossovers and SUVs have taken over, and then you have bigger sedans, smaller sedans. They've all phased out over time. That's really not saying much.
Which leads me to the old joke. Why did they make a PT Cruiser so it could comfortably hold 5 people? Well, that's so 4 of them can get out and push it, while the 5th person steers the car to the nearest garage. So now you know the truth about the PT Cruiser. And here's some bonus questions and answers. I got 3 choices, a 3.6, liter Ford Edge, 4.0 Nissan Frontier, and a Honda CR-V EXL. All right, get the Honda. Hands down. That's better than any of those by far.
Anyways, that tells me enough right there. I'm not going to try to tell you that like a PT Cruiser is like this godly vehicle. I know it's not. I love all cars. That's just me. I love Hondas. I would love to build a CRX as a future project. That'll probably, actually the next project here on the channel will probably be something like that, some sort of older Honda. I've always wanted to get into that, even though these are kind of my thing, especially here on my channel and on social media. I'm not going to tell you they're perfect. They're not. They have a lot of weird issues, but most cars do. A local mechanic here who I trust very much, and we've actually bought a car or two from, he had I think it was a Toyota Camry or Corolla in there, and he was talking about how he's had a lot of issues with the head gaskets on them, and how he was currently in the process of replacing one on one that he had hoped to flip, but then found out via a block test that it was having some problems. And they actually make the same head stud insert like kits that they use for the Northstar V8s when they have head stud issues. And the Northstar V8s are obviously so commonly known for having head gasket issues. We've replaced one here in our shop. That was very interesting. But you could say whatever you want about any car. I feel like the argument that Scotty puts forth here, and that people in general put forth toward the PT Cruiser and the Neon platform in general, is just, I don't get it. Like, there's so many cars made in Mexico. Volkswagen Jetta, very reliable, very common vehicle, right? Manufactured in Mexico, and it's a German car. Manufactured in Mexico. Ram, Chevy Silverado, Nissan Sentra, Nissan Versa, the Chevy Silverado. Wow. The Toyota Tacoma. Toyota Tacoma is made in Mexico. Wow, a Toyota. It's just like how tons of our stuff here is made in China and people pick on it. It's like, so what? I genuinely don't understand the hate. I don't understand, like, people keep talking about all these head gasket issues, and I genuinely don't understand it. I know they have other issues, like, for example, I've replaced two PCMs in them, which is kind of a pain in the butt. They're both, like, you unbolt them, plug and play. A lot of little sensor things, a lot of weird little issues that you have to stay on top of. You have to do the timing belt, too, when you get up in mileage. But, like, that's so many cars that have these same problems, and that are just, it's just a car thing. As far as quality and stuff is concerned, and as far as common problems and things like that are concerned, I understand why they're not everybody's thing, but, you know, it's a very different style. More time went into that design than probably most other economy platform cars. And I know I'm saying economy platform a lot, but it's just, I'm trying to stress that because you can't expect a miracle from a platform like that, because that's what it is at the end of the day. You know, many of the cars that we love, that we modify, that we have so much fun with, are based on economy car platforms. That's why we can mod them, because they are that simple, that cheaper platform, and then we can kind of build up from there. You know, as far as a car enthusiast is concerned, and many people like them because they are simpler, they are cheaper. I get why Savage Scotty probably wouldn't drive a PT Cruiser, but just the talking crap and the Mexico broken record. Why? Customer, hey Scotty, can I bring my car over for repair? Scotty makes video. I just found the worst car ever made. What? He needs to roast the customer for having Bernie stickers. Anyways, guys, I don't know what else I can say. I've ranted enough. And I say this to everybody who always has stuff to say about the platform in general and the PT Cruisers and stuff. Like, I understand why it's not your thing, but I don't get your hate. Just is what it is. It's either your thing or it's not, but you could at least respect people that do enjoy them. There's no reason why you can't just like respect it for what it is, not talk crap on it. As a mechanic, I understand why it's not your thing, but just chill out, alright? Anyways, as you can see, this is kind of why I'm not a huge fan of this style of video. I like to stay clear of drama, and I like to just have fun in the shop. That's what I do here, and that's just the way I am in general. But I had to make this video because a lot of you guys wanted to see it, and I was really curious to kind of share this experience with you guys and just kind of say my thoughts as someone who has worked on these so many times and somehow loves them. Apparently, I am weird, so weird for finding something fun and something cool about them, but I don't really care. Haters gonna hate, and I plan to, again, I want to diversify. I love all cars. I'm not just some PT Cruiser racer. I like a lot of stuff served clean. But anyways, guys, again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you did. Comment down below. Hit the thumbs up button. Tell me what you think about not only this video, but just in general, what we were talking about. I'd love to see your debate down in the comments. And again, hit that thumbs up button if you did enjoy. That helps me out a ton. Happy New Year. I don't know if I'll have a New Year video out. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But one of the next videos you see will be on the Flip Cruiser. We are working on that. Glad I was able to throw this video together because it gives me an extra video to pump out this week because the schedule has been a mess working on that. So that's going to be awesome. Be sure to stay tuned. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on those notifications, and I will see you guys in the next one. God bless, and peace out.